सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। Primarily, there are three sources of Vedantic teaching. By three sources, we can get the Vedantic teaching. Vedantic teaching means that knowledge by which one can own up his or her own nature, that is called Brahman. Vedantic teaching means a knowledge by which he or she owns up his or her own nature, that is Brahman. We call it as Brahma Jnanam, Atma Jnanam. To get that Atma Jnanam, three sources are there. All the three sources are important. The first source is, all these three sources put together, we call it as Prasthana Trayam. Prasthana Trayam. Tatha. Second tha you have to write. Prastha. Prasthana Trayam. Prasthanam means that which takes. Prasthanam. Takes to that Brahman. By studying that Shastra, it takes to that Brahmi Sthiti as Prasthanam. First one is called Shruti Prasthanam. Shruti Prasthanam. Second one is called Smriti Prasthanam. Third one is called Nyaya Prasthanam. What are the Shruti Prasthanam? All Upanishads comes under Shruti Prasthanam. All 108 Upanishads comes under Shruti Prasthana. S-R-U-T-I, Shruti. Shankarasha, you have to write Shruti. Shruti edukudadu. Shruti. Shruti Prasthana. Bhagavad Gita is called Smriti Prasthana. Smriti Prasthana. Brahma Sutra is called as Nyaya Prasthana. Shruti Prasthanam is that which is Apaurusheyam. Shruti is heard by our rishis. All Upanishads, the Shabda is not invented by any human mind. They are all heard by our rishis. Therefore it is called Shruti. Shrutatvat iti Shrutihi. Smriti means the remembered knowledge. That knowledge which is remembered by our great Acharyas, and they have written form, Smriti. Even though Bhagavad Gita taught by Lord Krishna, it has been written by Vyasacharya. Since Vyasacharya wrote Bhagavad Gita, therefore it is called Smriti Prasthana. Whereas Nyaya Prasthanam also comes under Smriti Prasthanam, written by Vyasacharya alone. Even the content essence is Upanishads, still that is written by Vyasacharya. Therefore both Bhagavad Gita and Brahma Sutra called as Smriti Prasthanam. This is Nyaya Prasthanam. Why it is called Nyaya Prasthanam means based on full of logic. Nyaya means logic. we take the support of logic to negate the fallacy of other systems of philosophy. We take the Brahma Sutra, the aphorisms, to establish Brahma Satyam, Jagan Mithya. We take the support of logic. Here we have to carefully note, we never take the logic to prove the Shruti. Logic need not come and prove the Upanishads, whether this is right or not. We take the logic as a supportive system. With the support of logic, to negate the other systems' fallacy, how they go wrong, to show that, we take that. And since the logic cannot reach to this knowledge, Aparushaya Vishaya, this knowledge, this logic cannot function. Any logic, a perception, a perceptual data is required with this eyes, ears, pramanam. Perceptual data is required for any logic. Therefore, in the logic, there are two types. There are two types of logic. Nischayika Yukti, one logic. Nischayika Yukti, a logic we take to prove. A proving logic is called Nischayika Yukti. A logic taken to support, to negate the other system as a support, taking Sambhavana Yukti. It is called Sambhavana Yukti. Proving logic and supporting logic. Two logics are there. Maximum all logics are come under Sambhavana only, supportive only. Especially in the field of this Atma Jnanam, supportive logic alone function. Clear? So, the Nyaya Prasthanam is entirely for taking support of the logic to negate the fallacy of other systems. So, these are the three Prasthanams. By the study of these scriptures, they help us to get the Brahma Jnanam. That Brahman is none other than myself. That Paramatma eva Jivatma Aikya Jnanam is called Brahma Jnanam. Jiva Ishvara Aikya Jnanam. That Jnanam alone removes all my limitations, all problems, insecurity, all problems will be solved. Purnata, completeness. One can become an infinite, finitude to finitude. Wherever you go, whatever you learn is finitude to finitude, limitation to limitation. Limitation to limitation. So therefore, once you get this Brahma Jnanam, it is infinite. That Brahman is infinite. So therefore, if you get the knowledge of Brahman, you will become infinite. These three prasthanams have not clearly presented stage by stage. They have not presented clearly stage by stage. Very difficult to grasp for an ordinary seeker. Very advanced Uttama Adhikari alone can grasp. Very, very difficult. Therefore, all our acharyas, many acharyas, wrote the whole teaching stage by stage, level by level, to make the seekers easily to understand. What they have written? They have written Prakarana Granthas. Systematically, stage by stage, step by step, how to come to this level. Simple method, by simple method, to reach all people, all walks of lifestyle people. They have written lot of Prakarana Granthas, all based on Shruti only. Some are based on totally Nyaya, some of them are based on Smriti, some of them based on totally on Shruti. They are written. So, some of them are in prose form, some of them are in verses form, poetry form. Among those texts, Viveka Chudamani is one of the popular work written by Shankaracharya, Adi Shankaracharya. Viveka Chudamani is one of the popular texts written by Adi Shankaracharya. It is a Prakarana Grantha. What are the other Prakarana Granthas? Just we can know. Panchadashi is one of the Prakarana Grantha. Very, very interesting and very, very subtlety is there in that Prakarana Grantha. That is also in a poetry form. And Atma Bodha is another Prakarana Grantha, full of examples, beautiful examples comes there. Through examples itself you will get the whole essence of Upanishads. Similarly, Tattva Bodha, you know, very simplest Prakarana Grantha. That is in prose form. Another Prakarana Grantha, Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Sara Sangraha, is also a Prakarana Grantha. Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Sara Sangraha, SVSSS in particular. Another, this is in poetry form, Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Sara Sangraha. Another Prakarana Grantha is Vedanta Sara, which is in prose form again. Vedanta Sara, essence of Vedas, all comes under Prakarana Granthas. Very advanced Prakarana Grantha is Advaita Siddhi. All those Granthas comes under Siddhanta Granthas. Siddhi Granthas are there, many advanced Siddhi Granthas. This Viveka Chudamani, which is written by Shankaracharya, you know Adi Shankaracharya, who established all the 4 Pithams. Whoever belongs to that Matham is called Shankaracharya. So here we call this Shankaracharya who established, founder of all the Pithams, is called Adi Shankaracharya. Adi Shankaracharya. And for this Viveka Chudamani, one of the Shankaracharya of Sringeri wrote a bhashyam, commentary in Sanskrit on this Viveka Chudamani. And that Chandrasekhara Bharati, his name, that Acharya's name of Sringeri, wrote a commentary and elaborate, he gives lot of compounds, samasas, beautifully he writes. So this is the background of Viveka Chudamani. It is a Prakarana Grantha. Now we come to the title. I come to the title. What is the title of this book first? Viveka Chudamani. Viveka means what? First we have to look into that. Viveka means, there are 3 meanings for that Viveka. First meaning is Viveka Shakti, the power of discrimination. Viveka Shakti. Second meaning is Viveka Janya Kriya. Viveka Janya Kriya, the process of discrimination. The process of discrimination. Kriya means what? Process. Process of discrimination. Third meaning is Viveka Janya Jnanam. Viveka Janya Jnanam means what? Discriminative knowledge born out of discrimination. Discriminative knowledge born out of discrimination by operating the Viveka Shakti. By operating the Viveka Shakti through discrimination, you get the discriminative knowledge. That means we have to take the second and third meaning is more relevant for our study. The process of discrimination which is involved in knowledge. Clear? The process of discrimination which involves the knowledge. This is about Viveka. Now, this discrimination normally we use in a sense, a negative sense we use, negatively. ரொம்ப டிஸ்கிரிமினேஷன் பண்ணுறான் அவரை அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லையா. நெகட்டிவ்லி வி டேக் ஆர் பார்ஷியாலிட்டி. Partiality. And the meaning of generally we take. But here, discrimination means not that discrimination, not in a negative sense or not like partiality. The meaning what we are taking is entirely different. Vichakshana jnanam. Discrimination between what and what. We have to know. Differentiation or discrimination, the process of discrimination between what and what. Here, the clarity of vision is called discrimination according to our context. According to our context, discrimination means a clarity of vision. Vision means not this vision, thinking. A clarity, thinking, clear thinking. The clarity at the thought level is called discrimination. That is called Viveka. Between what and what, we have to see that. Atma and Anatma. Between Atma and Anatma, the clear vision, clarity of knowledge. Between Atma and Anatma. What is Atma? What is Anatma? Or discrimination between Sat and Asat. Sat means real, Asat means unreal. Sat means truth, Asat means untruth, false. Or discrimination between Tattva and Atattva. Tattva means truth, Atattva means false. So this is about Viveka. Now this is clear. The next word is called Chudamani. Chuda means head. Chuda means head. Mani means jewel, ornament. A diamond-like ornament. Jewel crest, C-R-E-S-T, crest, jewel. It's an ornament they wear on the back of the head. Chudamani. So here, Shankaracharya going to talk about this, how this Viveka Chudamani is very, very important. Chuda means head, Mani means crest, jewel. Just as this ornament is very important, among all ornaments, the Chudamani is very important. Similarly, discriminative knowledge is very important for every Vedantic seeker. This is the first primary qualification for every Vedantic seeker. Discriminative knowledge, Viveka Jnanam, Vichakshana Jnanam. Now, Vichakshana Jnanam, there are two Vichakshana Jnanams. Dharma Adharma Vichakshana Jnanam, number one. dharma adharma vichakshana jnanam and nitya anitya vichakshana jnanam, viveka jnanam. Dharma adharma vichakshana jnanam belongs to Veda Purva. Nitya anitya vichakshana jnanam belongs to Veda Anta. So if I want to get moksha, what I require? I require dharma adharma vichakshana jnanam. That is for chitta shuddhi. Then I have to get nitya anitya vastu viveka jnanam for jnana siddhi. అది చిత్త శుద్ధి, ఇది జ్ఞాన శుద్ధి. జ్ఞానంలో కూడా శుద్ధి వేணும். నేను சில பேருக்கு ஞானம் இருக்கும் full of samshayas. விபர்ய சம்சய சகித ஞானம் is அசுத்த ஞானம். புரியுறதோ? The knowledge which is endowed with full of doubts and confusions, that knowledge is ashuddha jnanam. So nitya nitya vichakshana jnanam only helps to shuddha jnanam. That only helps the person to get knowledge, the Brahman knowledge, that Brahman nishtha is possible. Therefore every seeker is very keenly observe that am I having discriminative knowledge. எது நித்தியம் உலகத்தில், எது அனித்தியம், இந்த விசக்ஷணா ஞானம் இருக்கா? எது ரியல், எது அன்ரியல், எது பொய், எது உண்மை என ஞானம் இருக்க வேண்டாமோ? இருக்கணும். இருந்தாத is qualified for to study of Shastra. That is very important, Shankaracharya tells. Vivekaha yatha chudamanihi pradhanam. So vivekaha yatha chudamanihi pradhanam tatha vivekaha api pradhanam bhavati. Mumukshave. For the seekers of moksha, yatha chudamani is important among all ornaments. For these mumukshus also, this viveka is like a chudamani. Mumukshave pradhanam bhavati. Vivekaha. It is like a chudamani. Therefore, what is in the on the head is not important. Don't give importance to what is on the head. Give importance to what is in the head. நம்ம எப்பவுமே on the head தான் பார்ப்போம். Give importance to what is in the head. Our discrimination we are talking is in the head. It is a topic which is in the head, not on the head. Therefore, we compare this in Ramayana. How Sita Devi has got her connection with Rama because of that Chudamani. She is very intelligent. She has not left that Chudamani. Even though she dropped all the jewels, but she kept that Chudamani. Because of that Chudamani only she gave to Hanuman and he showed to Rama. Adi illanna, how to find out she is Sita? She is very intelligent. So similarly, she found the Paramatma Rama again. Through whom? Anjaneya. Similarly, we also possess this Viveka Jnanam and give this, with this discrimination knowledge, we approach a Guru, give this discriminative knowledge to the Guru. எனக்கு விசக்ஷணா ஞானம் இருக்க అని சொல்லி அவர்கிட்ட உட்காரு. அப்போ இந்த குரு ஆஞ்சநேயர் will take you to that Paramatma. That is what Anjaneya's job there. ஜீவாத்ம சீதா அண்ட் பரமாத்ம ராமா ஐக்கியம் யார் பண்ணிட்டாரு? ஆஞ்சநேயர். எப்போ பண்ண முடியறது? அந்த சூடாமணி மூலமாக. அதே மாதிரி இஃப் வி ஆல்சோ ஹாவ் டிஸ்கிரிமினேஷன், உலகமெல்லாம் அனித்யம், இதில் சாரம் கிடையாது, அசாரம், நிஸ்ஸாரம், and whoever feels and comes to the Guru, please teach me what is having sara, essence in this creation. And when I come to the Guru, that Guru will give me that Paramatma Jnanam. This is the Viveka Chudamani title meaning. So first stage on the purification of the mind. Dharma pravritya adharma nivritya antahkarana shuddhi. Dharma pravritti, right way of thinking, right way of actions, and ellame right dharmam, righteous way of living. Dharma pravritti irkanam. And the pravritti means what? Interest, curiosity towards dharma, values. Dharma pravritya adharma nivritya, not showing any interest towards the unethical actions or immoral actions, not showing any interest towards that. Adharma nivritya, you have to turn your back to adharma, face towards dharma. Maximum people are showing their face to dharma, back to dharma, face to adharma. That is why all problems we are facing. That's why all Mahatma says, Dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. If you protect dharma, dharma will protect you. You are showing your back to dharma and facing towards adharma. Enna ketta kalam vandade anardham. Anybody showed their back to dharma. Dharma means all values, righteous way of life, anushtanam, vidhi, whatever Shastra said. If I show my back, that means I am going to spiritually fall. That is the indication. Therefore, Shastra tells dharma pravritya, adharma nivritya, antakarana shuddhi. That is first qualification, first stage. Prapnoti sadhakaha. This is called dharma, dharma viveka. Second stage, atma anatma viveka. We have seen that is jnana viveka. After getting jnana also, to assimilate that, I require a doubt-free knowledge. Doubt-free knowledge. So with this background, we will enter into the text. Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmyaham. Shankaracharya begins the text with Guru Namaskara. It is a Mangala Shloka. Mangala Shloka means a shloka to remove the obstacles. To write this text, I have to be free from all obstacles. For the completion of the text, this work, a prayer. Every author writes a prayer for the completion of the work. So similarly, Shankaracharya also starting with a Mangala Shloka. Mangala Charanam. We call it as Mangala Charanam. Ellame Mangala Charanam pannom illaiyo. For every action we do, Mangala Charanam. Similarly, when we are writing his book, they should not stop in the middle. So until I complete, no obstacle should come. Therefore, for that, we pray to the Lord. But Shankaracharya doing namaskara to his Guru. Ishwaranukku namaskaram pandramale, Gurukku namaskaram pandrare first, and namakku doubt varum. According to Shastra, Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo, Maheshwara. Ishvara and Guru are one and the same. They are not different. Ishvara and Guru are one and the same. Why? Guru alone show the real nature of Ishvara. இல்லைன்னா குருவே இல்லைன்னா அந்த ஈஸ்வரன் பற்றி எனக்கு தெரியவே தெரியாதே. So therefore, through the Guru only I have come to know that Ishvara's higher nature, real nature. Therefore, there is no any difference between Guru and Ishvara. So Ishvara and Guru are equal. Grinati iti Guruhu. Grinati means who teach. The one who teach is called Guru. The teacher of Brahman. Guruhu. Sat Guruhu ani solrar. Aham Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranataha Asmi. I salute my Guru. That means Shankaracharya's Parama Guru is Gaudapada, who wrote Mandukya Karika. So that Bhagavad Govinda Pada to my Guru, Aham Pranataha Asmi. What type of Govinda? Here, Paramanandam, limitless Ananda, who is enjoying all the time that happiness, that infinite Ananda. Paramanandam. Paramanandam means, Parama means infinite. Infinite Tattvam, Anandam means happiness, infinite Ananda, that one who is enjoying all the time, Govindam. Satguru. Satguru means the teacher of Brahman, the one who taught me to the Brahman knowledge. Satguru. English la eludna jagartha eludungo. Satguru. Okay? SADGURU, if you write enna agum? Sad Guru aidum. Sad Guru, how can he gives me happiness? So therefore, even though you write Sadguru, when you are saying that meaning, Satguru, Sadguru will pronounce. Sadguru, Govindam, Paramanandam, Aham Pranataha Asmi. What type of teaching he has given to me? What type of my Guru? Still he is giving some adjectives. That Govindam Paramananda is not an ordinary Guru. Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam. My Guru is available for me as Sarva Siddhanta Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam. Here a mood meaning எடுத்துக்கலாம். இதிலேயே ஈஸ்வரனும் இருக்கார், பிரம்மன் பற்றி சொல்றார், குரு பற்றி சொல்றார் சங்கராச்சாரியர். All are implied meaning hidden in this sloka. Since the Guru is having Brahmajnanam, that Guru, that Brahman, the Guru, my Guru is who is none other than Brahmaswarupam. That Brahmaswarupam is Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam. It is available only by Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta. By Shastra Pramana alone is available. That Brahman, who is none other than my Guru, who taught me this Brahmajnanam, he is available only through Pramana. Shastra Pramana. Siddhanta means what? Tatparya. Siddhanta means Tatparya. The subject matter, the spirit or consciousness. See, scientists are there to talk about matter. We need not interfere in the matter. நமக்கு எதுக்கு மேட்டரை பற்றி நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணவே வேண்டாம். அது வந்து சயின்டிஸ்ட் சப்ஜெக்ட் மேட்டர். நமக்கு என்னென்ன only consciousness we talk more time. The less time in the matter we swallow in the consciousness. So like that we do. So therefore, let me not mix the both matter and consciousness. அவங்க பண்ணிட்டோம், அது நமக்கு எதுக்கு? Okay, some people come, what is matter, what is spirit, I want to go to Vedanta class, I want to know about matter. நீங்கள் மேட்டர் கற்றுக்கிறதுக்காக இங்கே வர வேண்டாம், அங்கே போகலாம், லேபரேட்டரிக்கு போகலாம். ஸோ இங்கே வந்து நமக்கு ஸ்பிரிட் பற்றி தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டே கஷ்டமாக இருக்கு, எதுக்கு யூஸ்லெஸ் மேட்டர் பற்றி தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும், வேண்டாம். ஸோ ஹியர் we need not prove the matter is there or not. These are all waste of time, waste of energy also. So then the meaning Govindam, tam agocharam, tam Guru Sadgurum Pranataha Asmi. Who is that? That is agocharam also. My guru, who is none other than my Sadguru, is Agocharam. Agocharam means what? That knowledge, what he has given to me. Paramanandam Guru. Agocharam is not available for all people. Anyehi Agocharam. For ignorant people, it is not available. Agocharam. Through words and mind you cannot get that knowledge. Through the manasana manate, through the mind you cannot go. So what we saw in Taittiriya Upanishad, yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasasaha. This mind cannot go there. It is invisible to the mind and invisible to the sense organs. You cannot objectify it. That is called meaning of agocharam. It is agocharam, invisible, unobjectifiable. For other people, for other perception. That is the meaning. So Govinda means here, my Guru name also Govinda. I am saluting to that Govinda, Vishnu. Govinda, that is also meaning. Go means Veda. Go means Veda. Or here we can take Govinda means Vishnu. So he is doing namaskara to Veda. He is doing namaskara to his Guru, Govinda Pada, and is doing namaskara to Vishnu also. Intelligent. So to such my Guru, I prostrate, I salute. Next shloka we will read. Jantunam narajanma durlabham atah pumstvam tato viprata tasmad vaidika dharma marga parata vidvatvamasmyat param atmanatma vivechanam svanubhavah brahmatmana samsthitihi muktirno shatajanma koti sukritaihi punyairvina labhyate. This sloka explaining about the glory of human birth, Manushya Janma. Manushya Janma Stuti. Narajanma. Narajanma means Manushya Janma, human birth. The rareness of the human birth. And how it is so glorified. It's not easy. What Shankaracharya says, Jantunam narajanma durlabham. Jantuhu means jivaha. All living beings are called jantus. All living beings, all jivas only, no? All living beings are all called jivas. Therefore, all beings are called jantus. Jantunam. Among these jantus, Jayate iti jantuhu. Why it is called jantuhu? Because of birth. That which born. That which is born is called jantuhu. So every being is born in this creation. Therefore it is called jantuhu. Jayate iti jantuhu. Jivaha, that means this jiva, the sukshma sariram, acquiring the sthula sariram called birth. The jiva is sukshma sariram. That sukshma sariram acquiring this sthula sariram is called janma. What do you mean by janma? Sukshma sariram, subtle body acquiring the gross body is called janma, the birth. Now, 84 lakhs of species are there. There are 84 lakhs varieties of species. Species in the dog, one type of species. Fish is one type of species. Monkeys are one type of species. Cows are one type of species. Birds are one type of species. Insects are one type of species. Like this, aquatic creatures are there in the ocean and the above earth, sky also. Inside the earth, there are so many beings. All, if you take variety, 84 lakhs of varieties are there. And the variety, 84 lakhs, one variety is human being. One variety. And the 84 lakhs of species varieties, one variety are human being. And the millions of beings, 1 in 84 lakhs are human being. And the 84 lakhs, 1 in the millions, in the human beings, are very rare to get. Very, very, very rare to get. Why, Swamini? Ittana per irukangale. So many population increase aite irukken. That means you imagine how many species are there in the creation. Upanishad tells how this jiva takes the body, the Sukshma Shariram goes to the Megha. And Swargati poi, it comes to Megha, the subtle body, rudimentary body comes to the Megha, the cloud. From that cloud, water-bearing cloud, that jiva enters in that cloud. Which jiva? The jiva who is not having gross body, still visible body. That jiva comes to the rain-bearing, water-bearing clouds. Then that water-bearing clouds irukra jiva if he want to get human birth, that rain has to fall on the earth where there are plants. If suppose that jiva who is in that rain water, if he falls in the ocean, he cannot get human birth. He cannot get human birth. Shark or ship, fish or I don't know. So to get human birth, and the water drop and the jiva has to fall on the earth. So from Megha to water being Vrishti to earth he has to come. And the earth vandappam Sahara desert lo vilinditana no use. So where are the trees? And the trees kuda edi saapradukku namakku useful and the tree mela angeda vidanum. And that jiva has to fall on that. Otherwise, some you can't eat, no? All sorts of vegetables we don't eat. Eatable vegetables, eatable, some fruits, eatable, kaigari, vendakkai, and the madrilla. Ange vidano in the jiva. Then this, in the form of plant, this jiva will grow. And that this Purusha who is eating, no? This Grihastha, would-be father has to eat that vendakkai. Listen, okay, the jiva is in that plant, in the fruit or vegetable, it has to be eaten by, in the form of annam, eaten by this Purusha. What type of Purusha? Not Brahmachari, not Vanaprastha, not Sannyasi, only Grihastha. It has to be taken, eaten by Grihastha, that food. That food, that jiva who is in rudimentary form transforms as Retas, a seed. Andama, he will convert that jiva in the body of the father. And this father also, when the time of conception, that mother also, a woman whose wife, also must be a productive woman. The seed is waste. So a married woman as a wife, when the conception time, this jiva enters into the mother's womb. After entering into mother's womb, ella check-up ella panni marundella saapnadukku appuram idu survive aganame inda jeevana survive aagi 10 maasam kanichadukku appuram vellila varanum ivvala kashtam human life kadikkanumanna narajanma durlabham. Therefore he says janmanam narajanma durlabham, very very rare to get human birth. Ataha, even after getting human birth, Ataha pumstvam, born as a male. Pumstvam means Purushahan. Here Purushaha means the ladies kella kovam varum. So what our Shastra says, emotional weakness yaar yaarukku irukkumo avangala ஸ்திரீகள் தான். Who are all free from emotions, emotional dependence illamale, whoever is there, they are all called pumstvam. Pumsaha only, purushas. That is the meaning we have to take. So the Manushya Shariram is very important. Even animals, elephants are also having manas and buddhi, but fully it is not expressed. Even manas and buddhi, all other animals having. Monkey is also having, dog is also having. But that buddhi and manas are not fully expressed form. They cannot express totally. Now you know, among other species in the Narajanma, important because this human being alone can express totally 100% of his manas and buddhi. Therefore it is rare. Then pumstva means not non-clinging mind. Pumstva means a non-clinging mind, whoever is having, that is also very, very rare. Getting human birth is okay, வச்சு வந்துட்டா எப்போ கஷ்டப்பட்டுட்டு, அது வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் கூட அதிலோ இந்த நான் கிளிங்கிங் மைண்ட் ஆர் which mind is totally independent mind, not emotionally weak mind, a strong mind whoever is having. If a stree is having that, she is also called as purushaha. And the important here, not male and female, we are not saying, that is the context. Therefore Shastra tells, Striyaha sati ta ume pumsaha ahuhu. Striyaha api sati ta ume pumsaha ahuhu. Even Stri also can be called as pumsaha when she is having strong mind. If he is born as pumsaha but is not having strong mind, Stri alone. That means what? That is very, very rare. So after getting human birth, very difficult to get. After getting also, in that getting this emotional strong mind, Purusha, Tattvam, nature is very, very difficult. In that also, Viprata. Viprata means here, Vaidikaha. Veda Pathena Viprasyat. The one who is able to study Veda. Veda or Vedanta Sara, at least Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Ramayanam, Bharatam, Bhagavatam, Viprasyat. That's why Shastra tells, Janmana Jayate Jantuhu. Everybody is a Jantu by birth. Janmana Jayate Jantuhu. So therefore Janmana Jayate Sudraha. Jantuhu, why is called Shudraha? Everybody is a Shudra. Everybody is a Shudra because everybody born as same. Everybody, how can you call Brahmana? Therefore Shastra tells, Karmana Dvijaha Uchyate. By your actions, by your words, by your thoughts alone, you can say, I am Brahmana. That means what? Viprata means here Guna Brahmana. Not Janma Brahmana, not Jati Brahmana. அந்த ஜாதி பிராமண பிறந்து கூட விப்ரன் ஆகலைன்னா வைதிக வேத பாடனம் வேத இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இல்லைன்னா வேஸ்ட். கர்மணான்னு இந்த உபநயனம் துவாரா நெக்ஸ்ட் செகண்ட் பர்த் தே டேக். Therefore rebirth from Prakrita Purusha to Samskrita Purusha, that is called Dvijanma. So நல்ல காரியங்கள் எல்லாம் பண்ணும்போது அது Dvijanma. So that good actions, dharmic actions, convert the animal man to man. So I have to be free from adharmic actions. மனுஷனா பிறந்துட்டான், அதில் மேன் பும்ஸ் தானே இருக்கா, பட் நாட் தார்மிக். விப்ரஸ்யா இல்லை, வேத பட்டனம் இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் அது கிடையாதுன்னு பிராகிருத்தனா இருக்க. ஸோ சம்ஸ்கிருதனா சம்ஸ்காரியா இருக்கிறது, it is very, very rare. Next, dharma. Tasmat Vaidikaha dharma marga parata. Vaidikaha means Viprata, Vaidikaha, both synonyms. Viprata means Brahmanatvam, Guna Brahmana. Vaidikaha means who is having interest in Veda study, scriptural study. So you are all Guna Brahmanas. Shastra wants a Guna Brahmana, not a Jati Brahmana. Guna Brahmana alone can get moksha, not Jati Brahmana. Jati Brahmana, there is no guarantee he will get moksha or she will get moksha. Therefore, Guna Brahmana irukkiradhu Vaidikaha, Viprata. Viprata na Guna Brahmana, Vaidikaha means who is having interest. Guna Brahmana alone can have the interest. Sattva Guna Sampannaha. அது படிக்கணும், சாஸ்திரம் படிக்கணும், ராமாயணம் படிக்கணும், பாரதம் படிக்கணும், நாராயணியம் படிக்கணும், திருமந்திரம் படிக்கணும், உபனிஷத்து படிக்கணும், இந்த ஆசையெல்லாம் வரணும்னா அவனுக்கு கண்டிப்பாக வைதிகன் தான். கண்டிப்பாக வைதிகன். அந்த இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் வருது என்ன? வைதிகன். தென் தர்மா, தர்ம மார்க்க பரதா. தட் மீன்ஸ் தர்மா ஹீ ஃபாலோஸ் தர்மான. தர்ம மார்க்கத்தில் இருப்போம் எப்பவுமே. தர்ம அதர்ம Viveka is having. Dharma marga parta means always follows Veda Vihita karma. Always follows the actions which are prescribed by Shastra. Veda Nishiddha karma pannamata. That is Dharma marga parta. Dhumapanam na kuryat. Don't do smoking. This is the prescription by Shastra. The person should not smoke. Drinking, na? Madhyapanam na kuryat. That is nishedha. So if you follow that, you are a dharma marga anuyayi. Illanna adharma marga. So he is not a Vaidika. Whoever smokes is not a Vaidika. Whoever drinks is not a Vaidika. Whoever eats non-vegetarian is not a Vaidika. Huh? A Brahmana also eating non-vegetarian means is not a Brahmana, not a Vaidika. Even non-Brahmin is following vegetarian means he is a Vaidika. Understand here. This is very, very important to know. Otherwise it creates a lot of problems. Therefore, Dharma Marga Parta. That's why Duryodhana, Janami Dharmam, Janami Adharmam. Janami Dharmam nachame pravritti. Dharmam theriyum, pravritti kadiyadu. Smoking panna koodadanu theriyum. Kani pandren. Drinking panna koodadanu theriyum. But I am slave to the drinking. Adepudi. Duryodhana madre. Janami Adharma. Adharma edho okada theriyum. But nachame nivritti. Adilandi velila varam mudiyala enakana. Appo enna avaidikaha. Then vidvat. Then vidvatvam. Asmat param. Innu kashtam. Asmat param means innu difficult enna Brahma jignasa. Born as a human being. Adilo pumstvaha, having strong mind, no emotional problems, and having viprasyat. He is having that Brahmana, Guna Brahmana, and Vaidikaha, having interest in Vedika Dharma, following Dharma Marga Anuyayi, but he is not having Vidvatvam. Brahman Terinjakanavana Jignasa Kadikka irukkiradhu romba rare. அதெல்லாம் இருக்கலாமே ஓமோ. பட் இந்த பிரம்ம ஜிக்னாசா, பிரம்மனை தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும் ஜிக்னாசா இருக்கிறது ரொம்ப ரொம்ப ரேர். இட் இஸ் வெரி ரேர். ஸோ ரேஷனல் ரீசனபிள் திங்கிங் இருக்கிற பர்சன் வேணும். மெனி பீப்புள் ஆர் தேர். எத்தனை பேருக்கு ரீசனபிள் திங்கிங் இருக்க, ரேஷனல் திங்கிங் இருக்க. வாட் இஸ் திஸ் கிரியேஷன், ஹூ ஆம் ஐ, வேர் ஃப்ரம் ஐ ஆம் கம்மிங், வேர் ஆம் ஐ கோயிங், இது த ரீசனபிள் திங்கிங். ஸோ தட் இஸ் வெரி ரேர். That is what they say. Yasya nasti swayam prajna shastraha kim karishyati. If swayam prajna illanna, what Shastra can do? You should have reasonable thinking. You should have some thinking capacity. You have to use your discrimination. That is called vidvatvam. Then atma anatma vivechanam. Asmat param. Greater enna idella irundhu kuda innum moksha jignasa irukke. Still Atma Anatma Vivechanam irukkiradhu romba romba kashtam. People have curiosity to know what is this creation, how it has come. But all scientists know, they also come up to here. They also come up to here, but they don't have Atma Anatma Vivechanam. What is real, what is unreal? That vichakshana irukkiradhu romba romba rare. It is very, very rare. Then Atma Anatma Vivechanam, then Svanubhavaha. Svanubhavaha means aparoksha jnanam. Even after getting atma vivechana irukku, ஏதோ டீச்சர் கிட்ட வந்து படிச்சிட்டோம். Somehow luckily he has come to Shastra and studied. But atma vivechanam irukka, but svanubhavaha irkanam. Svanubhavaha means here Brahma Atmarupena Samsthiti and children. Last, next one. Svanubhavaha means Aparoksha Jnanam Nididhyasanam. Nididhyasana means Nirantaram va Niyamena va Dhyatum Ichcha Nididhyasanam. Aham Brahmasmi Pandradilla. Class வந்து attend பண்ணிட்டே இருக்க எல்லா lectures not doing Nididhyasanam. அதுதான் Svanubhavaha ரொம்ப ரொம்ப rare. There people are there to go and listen lectures. But few people do Nididhyasanam. Nirantaram or Niyaменava Dhyatum Ichcha Nididhyasanam. அதுதான் Svanubhava. அந்த நிதித்தியாசனம் பண்ணாதான் எனக்கு ஸ்வனுபவமே வரும். இல்லைன்னா பிரம்மன் இருக்காரு, பிரம்மன் ஐயாம்னு சொல்லுவா. பட் தட் கன்விக்ஷன் வருது ரொம்ப கஷ்டம். தட் இஸ் கால்ட் ஸ்வனுபவா. தென் லாஸ்ட் ஒன் பிரம்ம ஆத்மனா சம்ஸ்திதி மீன்ஸ் பிரம்மன், தட் பரம் பிரம்மன் alone is this Atma. Atma Rupena Samsthiti. That Brahman and this Atma are not different. Both are identical. Establishing. Samsthiti means establishing in that Brahma Jnanam. I, the consciousness, and that Brahman are not different. So therefore, the last line we'll see in the next class. Idella step 7-8 steps he gives Shankaracharya. More in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri